Gerard Butler's most thrilling action films. Gerard Butler has carved out a diverse career, showcasing his talents in a wide range of roles, from action heroes to romantic leads, and even as the haunting Phantom in Joel Schumacher's adaptation of The Phantom of the Opera. However, it's undeniable that his most captivating performances are found within the action genre. While you won't find the ugly truth on this list, there's a chance that his adventurous film, The Bounty Hunter, might just make the cut. Let's dive into the action-packed world of Gerard Butler and explore some of his standout films. 300, 2006. Without a doubt, 300 is the film that catapulted Gerard Butler into the spotlight, especially among fans of action and comic book adaptations. In this visually stunning movie, Butler embodies the fierce Spartan warrior King Leonidas, showcasing his impressive physique and commanding presence. His portrayal is both intense and engaging, perfectly aligning with the film's high-energy narrative. The fact that 300 remains a cultural touchstone, while its sequel has faded from public memory, speaks volumes about Butler's ability to connect with audiences in this Zack Snyder-directed adaptation of Frank Miller and Lynn Varley's graphic novel. The film's innovative use of green screen technology created a unique visual style, and Butler's performance seamlessly integrated with the CGI elements, marking a significant evolution from his earlier roles in films like Beowulf Grendel, Timeline, and the underrated Reign of Fire. Notably, 300 even snagged an MTV Movie Award for Best Fight. Plane 2023. Plane hit theaters in January, a month often associated with lackluster film releases, which put it at a disadvantage from the start. The film faced challenges, including multiple distributor changes before finally being released by Lionsgate. Initial trailers didn't inspire much confidence, yet the film surprisingly garnered positive reviews, ultimately grossing $52 million at the box office. A sequel is already in the works. Although Butler won't reprise his role in this film, he plays a disgraced airline pilot who finds himself in a dire situation when a storm forces him to land on a remote island, accompanied by a few passengers and a dangerous felon, played by the talented Mike Colter. Butler delivers a compelling performance, portraying a man who has lost nearly everything, but is determined to fight for what remains. His character's journey through despair and crisis resonates well with audiences, making this a noteworthy addition to his filmography. Olympus Has Fallen, 2013. Kicking off a successful trilogy, Olympus Has Fallen presents a high-stakes scenario involving the U.S. president and his security detail. Butler stars as Mike Banning, a Secret Service agent tasked with rescuing the president after a terrorist attack. While the plot may seem somewhat formulaic, Butler's dynamic performance, alongside Morgan Freeman's gravitas, elevates the film beyond typical late-night action fare. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, known for his expertise in crafting thrilling narratives, Butler transforms the archetype of the lone hero into something more nuanced and engaging. His charisma and skill in action sequences make his portrayal of Banning memorable, leading to his return in the sequels London Has Fallen, 2016, and Angel Has Fallen, 2019. Unfortunately, the possibility of a fourth installment seems bleak, especially after Butler's legal disputes with Millennium over unpaid profits, although a recent settlement has been reached. One can't help but wonder if Butler will be eager to collaborate with them again. Gamer 2009. In this unique blend of science fiction, action, and thriller, directed by Mark Neveldine and Brian Taylor, Butler plays Cable, a death row inmate who becomes a pawn in a dystopian game where players control convicts as avatars. His teenage gainer, Simon Logan Lerman, must help him survive a series of brutal challenges to earn his freedom. Much like the Death Race films, survival is anything but guaranteed. Butler's portrayal of Cable is gritty and intense, showcasing a man driven to extreme measures to reclaim his life and reunite with his family. The film is packed with action and violence, yet it also provides enough depth to make Cable relatable and sympathetic. Ludacris also shines in this film, adding to its appeal. Greenland, 2020. Following closely on the heels of Geostorm, Many skeptics anticipated Greenland would be another lackluster disaster film, featuring a familiar premise of a family caught in a catastrophic event. It seemed to tread familiar ground. However, Butler's star power was likely the only reason some viewers gave it a chance. Fortunately, the film was produced on a modest budget of $35 million, and despite its pandemic-era release, it managed to gross $52.3 million, proving to be a mild success. Thanks to the skilled direction of Rick Roman Waugh, known for Shot Caller, Greenland exceeded expectations and garnered a positive reception, leading to a sequel titled Greenland Migration, with Butler set to return. Cop Shop 2021, released during the pandemic. Cop Shop unfortunately flew under the radar for many viewers. Directed by Joe Carnahan, known for his engaging films like Smokin' Aces and The Grey, this action-packed thriller deserved more attention. Butler stars alongside Frank Grillo in a gripping cat-and-mouse game set within a police station, where Butler's character seeks revenge on Grillo for a con gone wrong. The film is filled with unexpected twists and turns, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. Butler's performance is both menacing and entertaining, showcasing a character who revels in his dark profession. The chemistry between Butler and Grillo makes this film a thrilling watch with a runtime that flies by. Geostorm 2017. Let's be honest, Geostorm is not a cinematic masterpiece. In fact, it's often regarded as a disaster in its own right, plagued by production delays and extensive reshoots. Originally helmed by Dean Devlin, the film is ultimately taken over by Jerry Bruckheimer and director Danny Cannon, resulting in a significant financial loss for Warner Brothers. Despite its shortcomings, Geostorm has a certain cheesy charm that can be oddly enjoyable. It's filled with unintentional humor and memorable lines, making it a guilty pleasure for those who appreciate campy films. So there you have it, a curated list of action films featuring Gerard Butler that could easily inspire your own film festival. What are your personal favorites among Gerard Butler's films? Do you prefer Lara Croft, Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life, the biographical drama Machine Gun Preacher, or perhaps the intense thriller Law-Abiding Citizen? What about his brief appearance in Tomorrow Never Dies, or the horror adventure Tale of the Mummy? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.